Greetings everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Unclear and I just want to say Bungie is at it again. And what do you mean by that? It means they're being accused of stealing someone's artwork again, which is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Now, I looked into Twitter this morning to check for new games coming out because I usually check a lot of indie developers. I came across this post from N Squared. And his accusation is the Marathon Alpha released recently and its environments are covered with assets lifted from poster designs I made in 2017. Now I know you're thinking, no they're not. That's weird. Why would a multi-billion-dollar company nick some assets off a dude who makes art on Twitter? From all the things and purposes, what I've seen, I don't know where he posts his art pieces, but you know, let's just say this. Not only did this gentleman or lady come with receipts, he came with examples. And examples are pretty rancid in terms of Bungie trying to defend themselves. Now, it has come to light that Bungie got a third party to do this artwork and the designs in the ARG. So I don't know how it's going to play out. Let's look at the examples and let's just see what is going on here. So in the white box on the right, you see N Squared's piece of artwork. And if I didn't say that, you probably think it was from Marathon itself. Now, not only is the artwork there, the X URL is there as well, so you can actually go and see it and see that he posted it in 2017, which is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Now, looking at it, I'm like, okay, the font's kind of similar. It's more than the font. It's the font, the spacing, the words used, and even the simple line above the text. So not only did they go, I'm just going to copy your homework, bro. And this reminded me so heavily of when watching Superstore when they're doing the the role playing and the manager Glenn's like, don't say the name Glenn, I'm Glenn. And he's like, I'm Glenn, and just costs his Glenn anyway. Just reminded me of that scene so much. They could, okay, fonts. Give them a benefit of doubt on fonts, all right? Fonts are there. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of fonts to use, but sometimes certain fonts fit certain aesthetics. Unless you're the creator and you copy it and patented it, it's fair use for anybody to use, right? That is what it is. But then you're going to use the same letters, the same spacing, the same words. Like, now you're just nicking stuff. That you are just stealing someone's design. 100% stealing. And usually you wouldn't confirm 100% stealing, but when you look at the words used, the spacing, the font, the design, the text, everything like that, it is hard to not say you stole it. It is absolutely wild. So if you look at it, it's ALEPH, Dark Space Haulage Logistics. And that's exactly what it says in Marathon. Exactly. You stole that shit verbatim. And that is actually disgusting. And if we go on to the next image he provided, now the first image, I would kind of be like, okay, the arrows, they're rotated. The box, I couldn't see if it was there or not on any image. But I was like, okay, the arrows, okay. It's kind of a coincidence with everything else tied in, but standalone, there's some arrows, right? Then you go down to the next box, which is this little square with the number 28 next to it. And it's the same in Marathon. A box with some dialogue, I can't read it. I think some ARG text. And then the number 28. The lazy thieves, and I will call you thieves, allegedly, put it in the game. Didn't even change the number. You could have put 82 just to be, or you could put double zeros, 001, 006. You could put almost any number in. There is an infinite number of options to put in pick from and make it as long as you want. But no, you lifted it, flipped it, and stuck it on the side of a wall, or a tanker, or a box, which is absolutely wild. And then we get on to the third piece from this, which is, honestly, I gotta say, probably the most heinous that I've seen in terms of copying something. Because numbers, alright, you might, number 28 might appear through the game, you wanted to try and pay homage. Okay, I'll give you, I can see if that's the link you went for. I can see upside down arrows, okay, they're arrows. But the symbols, and yes, this comes with receipts too. You've used the same 7 symbols, but then just put them vertically instead of horizontally. What is that? That is the laziest alleged theft that I could see. Because there's no reason you could not come up with 7 other symbols in your game. There's no reason. That's just wild. And then it gets even worse because the ARG that everyone in the community enjoyed, it's me being up there too, I've really enjoyed the ARG. Can you tell me which one's marathons and which one's N squared? I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to decide. The one on the left is from N squared. That's his piece of artwork from 2017. Now, ARG, I don't know much about it. If I was to weigh in a little bit, if it is a language, a decryption language, it's a bit different. Because language is what language is. Like, if I write the letter A, and you need to use the same language, you're going to use the letter A. It's just how it maps out. But if you're the creator, inventor, and have patented the ARG language model used for this, then yeah, and it's yours and no one else should be able to take it, then yeah, you have a leg to stand on. But it is eerily similar. I'm not too sure how ARG works. I'm not sure how the language works either. So I'll have to get someone to weigh in. Hopefully someone down below can tell me. But that's just wild. Then upon further digging in, I looked at Marathon Bulletin because this is the next sort of logical step for all things marathon. Not sponsored. Their post was like, it looks like Kuropa Hosk is the agency behind Marathon's branding, visual development, identities, topography, ARG. And this was confirmed by the franchise art director Joseph Cross, which is wild. So it looks like they reached out to another company and said, hey, we need some art design for this. Need a puzzle, need an ARG. And then they just went, okay, this dude's artwork is similar to what we're going for. Let's just lift it, allegedly. So I'm unsure of what is going to happen here. Reading through his posts, they've kind of like, he says here, I don't have the resources nor the energy to spare to pursue this legally, but I've lost count of the number of times a major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or steal my work than to write me an email. And on that note, I have to say, I would almost guarantee there's a copyright lawyer somewhere where you live, or somewhere nearby, or some adjacent states, live in the States, that would be willing to help you out here. Whether it's free or not, they may just settle with whatever you get settled in arbitration or court, whatever you get to. Because, and if I guarantee if you reached out to the community that, hey, as an artist, these guys have clearly and allegedly stolen my work, you would have a lot of people in support. And you've got receipts, bro. That's the craziest part. You have receipts. It's not as if you just said it and was like, let's see what happens. And this comes at the back of the last piece of artwork I remember being... I think it came out that it was lifted in some way. And that was for the Ace of Spades hand cannon skin. This is quite insane. And it is a bad look. And if this is become an industry norm, you may find that there may be willingness to make an example out of companies doing this. So, never know. And then it goes on to say, in 10 years, they have never made a consistent income from their work, and I'm tired of designers from huge companies moonboarding and parasiting my designs while I struggle to make a living. Well, I understand that, bro. I fully support. If you wanted to pursue this further, the support is there. I guarantee there's tons of people in the community, tons of people who have a legal background. With your receipts and the designs being not just similar, but identical in some instances, it would be hard pressed to defend against an alleged theft like that. So, I look forward to this at all. I'm intrigued to see what comes about, because I don't understand how it is so similar, or in some cases identical, that it's just going to be left alone. And if I was you, I wouldn't let sleeping dogs lie. I would wake them up with a poo stick and be like, bro, you have allegedly stolen my work. Here's the receipt. Let's sort this out. Because, and I'm being honest, it is crazy how close this is. And in my opinion, they're the same. But anyway, that's all I have on this matter. I hope to see you guys next time. I'll cover any updates of this if it comes out, because yeah, it's pretty rancid. It is pretty rancid. Anyway, until next time, everyone, I hope you guys will stay safe, take care, bye for now.